You ever tell a story and halfway through you realize no one is listening? Yeah, it's like talking to a brick wall. Or worse, they just smile and nod, politely waiting for you to stop. But then, someone else starts talking and suddenly everyone is all ears, hanging on to every word. What's their secret? Well, today I'm going to tell you exactly how to make people actually listen, and maybe even love your stories. Step 1, start with a bang. If your story starts with, "So the other day I was just like walking," nope, you've already lost them. Instead, drop them right into the action, like, "I was walking down the street when suddenly, boom, this car comes out of nowhere." See? Now they want to know what happens next. Hook them fast, or they're gone. But it's not just about action. It's about curiosity. Give them a reason to stick around. Start with something that makes them think, "Wait, what?" Here are a few ways to do that. Shock them. "So there I was, minding my business when I got a call that changed my life forever." Confuse them in a good way. "I never thought I'd spend a night in jail, but here we are." Make them laugh. "I once tried to impress a girl by speaking French. Spoiler alert, I don't know French." Ask a weird question. You ever have a moment where you realize you might be the villain in someone else's story? The point? Make them need to hear what's next. And timing is everything. You only have a few seconds before people mentally check out, so don't waste it on boring setup. Drop them straight into the good part. Step 2, make them feel something. A good story isn't just words, it's an experience. If people don't feel anything, they won't care. And if they don't care, they won't listen. Think about your favorite movies, books, or even viral TikToks. What do they all have in common? They make you feel something: excitement, laughter, suspense, maybe even secondhand embarrassment. That's the key. Now, how do you do it? Here's a simple trick. Show, don't just tell. Let's say you're telling a story about an awkward date. You could say, "I had a bad date once. Boring, no reaction, no one cares." Instead, try this. "So I'm sitting there, right? And this guy looks me dead in the eyes and says, 'You remind me of my mom.'" Boom! Instant reaction. You can almost feel the awkwardness. Or let's say you're telling a scary story. Instead of saying, "I heard a weird noise in my house," make the audience feel it. "I was home alone, midnight, pitch black, and then out of nowhere, I hear this slow, creaking sound right behind me." You feel that chill? That's what you're aiming for. Another trick, use relatable emotions. People connect with feelings they've experienced. Nervous before a big test? Excited about a first crush? That one time you completely embarrassed yourself in front of your crush? We've all been there. Example. "So I'm at the counter, right? And the cashier says, 'Enjoy your meal.' And instead of saying, 'Thanks,' I say, 'You too.' I wanted to disappear." It's small, it's relatable, and it makes people feel something, even if it's just secondhand embarrassment. Step 3, keep it short. Look, attention spans are shorter than ever. People scroll, swipe, and click away in seconds. So if you take too long to get to the point, you've already lost them. Think of your story like a TikTok, even if it's a long video. Every second matters. So, how do you keep it short without ruining the story? First, cut the fluff. No one cares about pointless details. Second, don't over-explain. Third, skip unnecessary backstories. Fourth, use quick dialogue and snappy pacing. Remember, the best stories feel effortless. No long-winded intros, no dragging explanations, just the good stuff. Step 4, make it yours. You ever hear someone tell a story and it just sounds fake? Like they're reading from a script instead of actually talking? Yeah, don't be that person. The best stories? They sound natural, like you're talking to a friend. Use your personality, your voice, your style, not some boring, robotic retelling. And if you don't have a cool voice, don't worry, just add some energy. Even a basic story sounds fun when you act it out a little. Mimic voices, add exaggerated expressions, throw in a pause for comedic effect. Own it. And here's a secret. The best storytellers aren't the ones with the wildest stories. They're the ones who make even the smallest stories sound interesting. Step 5, end with a punch. You ever hear a story that just drags on forever? Don't be that person. Wrap it up clean. A twist, a joke, or even just, "And that's how I accidentally joined a biker gang." The end. People remember strong endings, so don't just fade out. Think of your story like a joke. The punchline matters. If you don't have a solid ending, people will just go, "Oh, cool, I guess." Instead, leave them with something to react to. A laugh, a surprise, a "wait, what?" And if you really want to mess with them, end on a cliffhanger. And then the door slowly opened, and what I saw next? Well, that's a story for another time. See, now they're begging for more.